We've been going through all the advanced product entry options you've got, and I'm going to continue that now by looking at shipping. Here's where we get into individualized shipping potentially. At the very least, you're going to want to put in things like weight, height, dimensions, all of these, because that's going to affect shipping modules that you're going to add on, things like US Postal Service or your local country's postal service. They're probably going to need this information in order to calculate shipping properly. Then you can go in and actually give extra fees that this product would incur. So you may have general fees for your shipping, but maybe, this platter costs you an extra $1 to ship. You could put that in. Local versus international, and we'll talk about that when we get to shipping, the differences between those. Now, if it's a virtual product, or a downloadable product, virtual product being like a service perhaps, downloadable being a file, you can simply disregard shipping for this product. And I really like this because you can have different products in your catalog, some virtual, some not, right? You don't want to be stuck having one or the other. So here we can disregard shipping just for this product. Advanced settings down here. Add custom meta. Now, this is a bit odd because it really doesn't do a whole lot. It's just another element of description. I'll show you what I mean. Here, let's go specifications, let's say. And I'm just going to add something in here like this. This is really big. Okay, that's the specification we've got. Now watch when I update this. And then I come back to here and refresh. Again, it just adds it underneath the description. Again, you could take your CSS and move this, put it somewhere else, so to speak, rearrange it, or again, through the templates for the WP e-commerce theme. But anyway, I find it a bit odd, this custom meta, but it gives you some more options. Merchant notes, only visible here in the administration. They don't come up live on the site. Personalize options, if they're able to, have an engraving or something like that. And enable comments. That's very important. And we could say yes, or the default for the whole site. You can set that in the general settings. All right, over on the right here, again, I would move product categories up myself. I would also move up price control. I mean, that's, one of the most important elements of this page is price control. So I would move those up. Sale price, we're going to talk more about sale pricing later. A new currency. So this is interesting. You could have a specific currency for this product, which is interesting. I'm not totally sure how and when that would work. Here's another one that I find a little bit odd. This is a donation. Okay, I guess. I'm not sure what scenario this is, but it says instead of being a product you buy and we ship you something, you're going to donate it. Interesting. So you might have multiple kinds of donations or one kind of donation in amongst your catalog. If you check this off, there's a donations widget that comes with this, and it would show up in there. Table rate pricing, we're going to get into this some more later on because this has to do with how many you've got in the cart and what discount you're going to give, all of that sort of thing. We'll go into that in more detail later. Stock control, a SKU is really separate from stock control in my head, but they've put it together here. The SKU number, of course, is your internal numbering for this product. Then there's the issue of, are you going to keep track of stock? I have limited stock for this product, and you would put in the amount here and so forth. So you can keep track of stock control through here. Taxes, we're going to come back to this separately. Maybe this particular product isn't taxable, so that's handy to be able to turn that off here. And you can also set a particular tax amount. But we'll deal with taxes separately. But there's some more of what you can do to enter information about a particular product in WP e-commerce.